Welcome back to Rocks to Reefs. Having just left Carrageening, we stopped in at Mt Nameless, just outside of Tom Price. The views were simply amazing, but sadly it had to come to an end and it was time to head towards our camp for the night. We'd been recommended to check out a place called Magic Pool, and little did we know just how magical it was going to be. It was easily one of the highlights of the whole trip for me. We just finished airing down. Gone 20 psi front, 23 back. This iron ore up here is really sharp. The rocks. It's not like the pea gravel we got back home. So be interesting to see how the tyres hold up. I can already see a little bit of chipping on them. That's generally what happens up here on these roads. So look, these tyres already had 50,000-60,000 on them before we started the trip. If they get chipped out and a few cuts and bruises and stuff from the trip, not the end of the world, at least not a brand new set. So anyway, still haven't got any punctures though. Kieran picked up that one screw the other day, but I think that was more bad luck than bad driving. Anyway, we'll hit the track, go and see what Magic Pool has on offer for us. So Hendo is telling us about the Magic Pool track, and he says there's a couple of creek crossings on it. He goes, there may be a bit of water in them, but he goes, look, they've got a hard bottom, so they should be fairly straightforward to cross. But I figure if that's the case, we'll walk them anyway, find out for ourselves.
Okay, good mate.
The drive into Magic Pool is relatively straightforward. There are a couple little steep sections and some ruts, but nothing a stock four-wheel drive with low range and ground clearance couldn't easily manage. Well, we've arrived now at, I definitely arrived now at our campsite. So Mike at Henderson Mechanicals put me onto Magic Pool, and he said this was his favourite spot in all the Pilbara, and we're here. So we've got this awesome red cliff behind us, we've got the creek running, some water to go swim in, lovely soft sand to camp on. I can see why it's his favourite spot. We're definitely going to enjoy camp tonight. We got in here at 4:30, so we've got a bit of time just to chill out and enjoy the holiday. Anyway, we'll see you again once camp's set up. So we had this idea in the car while we were driving here to sit down and answer a few questions. So we came up with 2 questions as a group. The favourite spot in Karijini and why, and would you go back to Karijini and what would you do differently? So does anyone want to lead us off?
I'll take off.
Go for it, Kieran.
My favourite spot in Karijini was Fern Pool. It's just really nice. It's quite an easy access. The water is beautiful. Doesn't really need more explanation than that, I suppose. As to where would I come back to Karijini again? Definitely. What would I do differently? Probably take longer, maybe 5 days, and just take it easy. Do the big walks, one each day. Get up early, start it, and try and get to the walk first up. Get through it, and then just relax at one of the easy access pools for the afternoon, rather than trying to cram it all into 3 or 4 days. But that's just the nature of travelling.
Yep. Anyone else, or shall I go?
I can go.
Okay, go for it, Eva.
My favourite spot was Fern Pool as well. It was amazing. Nice watercolour, really nice for a swim. I really enjoyed the climbing as well, especially the spider walk was very nice. I would definitely come back to Karijini and will probably take 1 or 2 days more, and we'll go for longer hikes and more hikes even.
Yep.
My favourite practice would again be Fern Pool. During the trip we often were joking reward versus effort. And Fern Pool is definitely one where there is minimum effort and a lot of reward. We may have been blown away, admittedly. It was the first one we actually went to, and I think it just all took us quite by surprise at how lovely it was. Couldn't get much better than that. Although I do want to do an honourable mention to Hammersley Gorge. Being able to swim through a gorge is something I never thought I would do, and being able to do that was pretty fantastic. This is my second trip to Karijini, and yes, I would still come back in a heartbeat. I would probably plan my days a little bit differently, again doing only 1 walk in the morning, planning maybe a drive in the afternoon, or set up a gazebo with things to do at camp, so you're not sort of just pushing yourself to go on walk after walk after walk. And you definitely even look at maybe camping at Whitnoon if possible.
I don't want to say Fern Pool because everyone else is saying Fern Pool, but look, Fern Pool is awesome, and Hammersley Gorge is awesome. I think I really enjoyed Kermit's Pool, the bottom of the spider walk into, is it Hancock Gorge?
Yep, Hancock Gorge.
I'll suggest that one. It's a class 5 trail, so it's probably suitable for teenagers and older, because you sort of need to keep your wits about you. But the walk in is awesome, and the reward is pretty cool. Going through that, tight, narrow gorge, same going into Handrail Pool. it really feels like an adventure. It really feels like, you know, the quintessential Carragini thing, you know, the big gorges right tight close up in your face sort of thing. So that would be my favourite spot, and yeah, I would you know, in a heartbeat come back to Carragini. Would I do things differently? Yep, definitely. I probably echo what everyone else said. I'd plan one big walk each day and then relax in the afternoon. We sort of got there and had a relax in the afternoon the first day, then did our day of driving to go to Whitnum and Hammersley, and then we had a big day of walking on the third day, and we were pretty knackered. You've seen that at the end of the video, at the end of that day. So yeah, that's probably my thoughts. Anyone want to add anything?
Just recalling the last time I was here was in October of 2012, and it had been after a bit of wet, so that's probably the other thing I do, is come at a different time of year after it's been wet, so that there's a lot more water in the gorges. You obviously have to be careful then, but it does make the experience significantly different. There's a lot more water, so it can be a bit colder, but it can also be quite a lot more interesting because things are just deeper, and it changes the whole nature of the walk you do.
The waterfalls are more grand and that sort of thing.
Yep,
so
definitely.
From a photographer's point of view, that's probably something to take on board. Oh, I think we'll leave that there. Shall we do another one of these after Exmouth?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's worth doing.
Sounds good. All right, well, I think we'll relax a bit more this afternoon. We got to camp early. It's awesome. Sun's just going to go down soon and light us up with some golden colours. So,
cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for the company.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers to a smooth remainder of the trip.
Yep.
As the sun set, Magic Pool definitely lived up to its name. It was nothing short of magical, and the Pilbara put on a display of colour that I haven't seen anywhere else like it in Australia. It was so relaxing and enjoyable to already have camp set up and to be able to sit back and take it all in. Well, dinner tonight is another pre-made meal. We sat down before the trip and worked out where we were aiming to camp each night, and my head torch is going flat. Worked out what we'd like to eat, how many pre-made meals we could get away with, where we'd like to cook, like steaks and hamburgers and kebabs, etc. Plan for our bigger days to have pre-made meals. I guess we got fortunate today. Today was not necessarily a big day, and we have a pre-made meal, so we got it really easy tonight. So Jess is just putting together the chicken curry, and we'll sit down and enjoy it.
There we go. left for seconds if you want.
Cool. Throw the lid on it.
Yep.
I'll leave it in. Just leave it in. Leave it
No
in.
worries.
Keep the bugs out.
Yep.
And dinner served.
There you go.
Bon appetit. Thank you. After dinner, we sat down around the fire for a couple more hours. We enjoyed some cold drinks, relaxed, and then turned in for the night. Hey everyone, welcome to day 6. Yeah, it's day 6. This is our last day in inland Pilbara, and I think we capped it off with probably my favourite spot so far. I loved Carragini, but camping here at Magic Pool is just superb. It's been so peaceful from the minute we got here, and it's going to be the same until we leave. We're just getting ready to do some brekkie. The views around this place are insane. The light, that was awesome. The sun went down last night. It was just golden colours. The cliff was lit up with these bright colours of red. It was just superb. So I'm putting this now as one of my favourite campsites in all of WA. I've got some absolute favourite campsites down south, but this is up there with them. It's just been so peaceful, which is what we needed after the hustle and bustle of Carragini. We needed somewhere we could just do nothing, so that's what we've done. We've done nothing yesterday afternoon since we arrived, and we're going to do nothing all morning until we have to leave. So that's what your holiday's about. That's why you have your 4-wheel drive, to get to these nice secret, word of mouth places. Anyway, my brekkie's sitting on the tailgate waiting for me to go and cook it, so I think I better go and get stuck into that, otherwise we may never leave here.
Hey Eva, do you want to see a spider?
Well, we got scrambled eggs for brekkie
It's like
and bacon.
it's
So
like a black spider. Check this thing out.
vacuum packed our bacon before we left Perth, threw it in the freezer, everything. We've done 3-week, 4-week trips, and all the food that we do this way is just fine, it's perfect. So anyway, that's just starting to thaw out. So we'll cook that, we'll do some toast, and then we'll do some scrambled eggs.
Breakfast probably isn't helping that.
Flies.
What is it?
You-
For breakfast.
You're talking about the flies, Kieran?
Well, it's being more than normal, because normally we have a lot of people. Then we're in places like that, and it's too bloody noisy. That's the best.
Oh, it's just a water that's like that. We can try the next one.
I think it's just going to roll when I'm done with it. It makes it a bit thicker, a bit fluffier.
After finishing our yummy breakfast, our lazy time at Magic Pool had to come to an end. It was time for us to tackle the track out and then hit the open road across to Exmouth. sadly our time at Magic Pool or Bob Swim, because I was looking around on the HEMA and there's a water hole there and it's called Bob Swim. When I searched the internet, I found pictures for Bob Swim and they match here. So I think where we camp goes by two names. It goes by Magic Pool and it goes by Bob Swim. Both are the same place. But look, it's so peaceful there. If you got some time to kill between Paraburdoo and Tom Price, it's worthwhile coming in and camping here. It's just peaceful and beautiful. It's an awesome campsite. But look, we need to keep the show on the road, and so today we've got a fairly big day of driving. We've got to get back out to Paraburdoo now, and then from there we head across to Exmouth. So our time in the Spinifex grass and red dirt is coming to an end, and we're going to go to the beaches and the blue water now. Looking forward to it. Left-hand kink in the road, and then it's clear to the horizon, mate. Yeah, so hot and muggy. Well, we've arrived in Exmouth, no issues at all. Got our spots in the caravan park, and we're just working out what pub we're going to go to for dinner tonight. And big day tomorrow. We're on the whale shark boat all day, so this will probably be my sign off for the night. So look, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you are, awesome, give us a like, throw us a comment, subscribe, you know the deal. And yeah, there's still plenty more to go. We've got all our time in Exmouth still, and we've got all our time down in Shark Bay. So really looking forward to bringing you guys heaps more awesome episodes. time to go and relax and enjoy the holiday. Well, that pretty much sums it up. So here's what's coming up in episode 5, as we jump into the water with Ocean Eco Adventures and explore the stunning Ningaloo Reef.